At AM 630.
All right, everybody do your Tito Puente.
Oops, sorry. All right, hey! It's Friday morning, and Obamacare is still out there, but we're going to get to that in a little bit, because we've got some shaving to do.
That's
We invited Mayor Rob Ford down from Toronto for this special occasion, but he couldn't make it. So we have Dan Bongino. I think you've been listening along this morning and beyond. And Dan Bongino is with us. 14-year veteran of the Secret Service?
12 years.
12-year veteran of the United States Secret Service, providing presidential protection, among other things. And Dan Bongino was here on WMAL and Mornings on the Mall on October 21st, and we were talking about Obamacare and whether the president would ever apologize. Dan, not really walking out on much of a limb here, said, I don't think he's going to apologize. It went something like this.
words that I always say when I make a mistake. First thing I learned this when I was just a kid. You make a mistake, you stand up and you go,
Absolutely.
I'm sorry.
No chance.
I made a mistake.
Zippo chance.
This wasn't as I thought it would be.
I'll shave my head. I'll shave my head.
There it is.
The smoking gun right there.
There we go. It's right there on the tape. It's right there. No Rosemary Woods to make that disappear. It's right there on the tape. And then, sure enough, President Obama came out sometime later, and he said the words, "I'm sorry." He did say the words, "I'm sorry." It was, the words were contained in a long, convoluted sentence. Unlike that, you can keep your health care plan if you like it, period. There was a comma attached to it. There were several commas in this statement by President Obama, but he did utter the words in sequence.
I am sorry that they are finding themselves in this situation based on assurances they got from me.
Yeah, well, based on assurances they got, that's where they screwed up, you see. If only it weren't for that. And Dan, being a man of his word, unlike some people in this city, without naming names, get into the name-calling thing, Dan Bongino said, well, I'm going to make good on my word, and I'm going to shave my cranium. My skull is going to be hairless. It's going to be... now, he was negotiating just up
Yeah, he's trying to weasel out.
about a minute ago.
No way.
He said he wants to do a close trim, right?
He's like, what, shaving cream and razor?
I
Everything
put
got
it out
real.
to the public,
Yeah.
which I did. I said, let me tweet it out there, and here are some of the responses, folks. Burn it down. This means shaving cream and a Bic.
That's right.
Yeah, so one writes with 3 exclamation points. Bic it.
Bic
That
it.
was Bic, by the
Yeah,
way. Bic it. So,
Although technically, I think Gillette is involved here. It's a Mach 3 razor we're using.
that right?
The good folks from the
Dan,
grooming lounge are here.
Yeah.
You've heard the old phrase, skin to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skin to win, Dan.
And I think Dan was kind of hoping it'd just be like, shearing a sheep or something and make quick work of it. And
maybe a Caesar cut. Who
No,
knows?
nope.
Double? I guess not.
And now we're
Make a
doing a
little-
whole 3-hour
make a little bit.
extravaganza on WMAO.
but now we're going to, because the good people from the Grooming Lounge, a local organization here in Washington, D.C., and I'm terribly sorry, give me your names again.
Anne
Anne?
and Brittany.
You can understand why I couldn't remember Anne, right? And Brittany, Anne and Brittany is here. Anne is going to do the actual act. Brittany's more of a management type. She's the she's the director. She's keeping an eye on things here. And Anne is now taking, what kind of a thing is that?
This is a wall peanut clipper.
It's a wall peanut clipper. All right, and it's an electric clipper. Let me have a little dose of that here. There it is.
It's not called the peach fuzz.
I think everybody knows that sound.
Yeah.
Before he backs out, get after it. Yeah.
And here it goes. There you go. Here we go. We're starting on the right temple. We're working our way down to the right ear.
There's no going back now.
There's definitely no. Well,
Everywhere.
you could still save a mohawk if you pulling the right ear down.
But the sheet moves the ear, I think.
The wall. There goes the wall. Yeah.
You could go halfway.
There's no pain involved at all.
Anne looks like a professional here. She's doing this with great skill and I would say aplomb as well.
While Anna's shaving Dan's head, maybe this is a good time to tell you that the Grooming Lounge is the D.C. area's premier destination for superior men's haircuts, hot leather shaves, massages, and other spas. There you go.
I must say, total chaos has erupted in the studio.
There-
Having
there-
been here
Now,
for
okay, no,
many
wait. Can
times.
we? Ann, can I just ask you? Can you now start on the other side so we got a mohawk?
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, that's a
That way we
good.
get a picture of
Yeah,
the
we gotta get the mohawk.
So basically, just so you know, he's about. I would say he's about 40% up to the top of the head now, right?
Yeah,
And now we're
we're
going on the other side. So
right
we will
side.
have a mohawk situation.
than I thought.
right side is down to Marine Corps. Marine Corps cut.
And by the way, I will be going to the Marine Corps Ball tonight in Hagerstown. So that is a
Frogs everywhere during this
I will
shaving.
see you there.
Speaking of
right?
that,
I will. I committed to it yesterday.
well, if anyone would like to get groomed before going to join you there, Dan, they could go to one of the grooming lounge's locations. There's one on L Street in Washington, D.C., and one in Tyson's Galleria.
You are
Grooming
so
Lounge gift
smooth.
cards are a can't-miss holiday present, by the way, for all your holiday needs. Thanksgiving, Hanukkah.
Well, I told them as an ode to the grooming
Here
lounge.
it goes. Here it goes. All right, even out. We gotta freeze it in mohawk. Oh, wait, leave a nice
All right, let's get a couple
pelt
pictures
down
of
the
the
center
mohawk.
so we can get photos.
Like a
It
speedball.
is. Yeah,
She
and
is
then
very efficient.
we should
Dan.
just leave like 1/4 size thing in the front, like Pee Wee Herman.
Patch.
Yeah, kind of a little thing in
Dan,
the.
do you do shrubbery as well? Because during the off season,
She is moving. Look at her.
very
Dan, look over
it's like a
And it's going.
topiary.
Let's get some pictures here with the hair.
Can I just say this is not a good look for you?
Look at Heather over there.
Let me check this out.
Yeah.
I actually use my mirror function.
Oh, mirror fire. You know,
Yeah,
you can't have a mirror. You gotta have an electronic mirror now. You need batteries to look at yourself.
Now that's a look right
That
there.
is. That's good.
That's like linebacker for like the Oakland
Now,
Raiders or
For
something.
those of you who are
Yeah.
wondering, of course, this YouTube will be posted, of course, at WMAL.com and on our Facebook page at WMALDC. And also, all of you WMAL listeners, you can receive 50% off all Grooming Lounge products and services in store through this Monday. You got to mention the code WMAL. That's just for you.
It's a secret
WMAL
code.
listeners, so you can get your own Bongino thing going on. In fact, Ann, you're at Grooming Lounge. If they say, I want Ann to give me the Bongino.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the full
I
Bongino.
want the
I like this idea.
At this one, see where we are right now. It's the Travis Bickle.
All I
This
use
is
is the
very taxi
tattoos for
driver.
all along.
Yeah.
Take it out.
All right, it's time.
All right, I think we're ready to go. Nothing but a mohawk, and there it goes. Oh man, oh, Anna's all
My
over
wife
this.
just texted me a big no.
She is. Too late now. You know, it's the difference. You know, they say the difference between a good haircut and a bad haircut is 2 weeks. In your case, it's going to be a little longer than that.
Well, I did promise the grooming room located at, I'm sure Larry.
Grooming Lounge.
Grooming Lounge.
At L Street.
The grooming room may be something different.
Yeah.
When my hair grows back, I will go back there for a trim, a pruning.
All right, we're putting away the wall peanut shaver there.
Here comes the real.
It's a.
Now it gets
Yeah.
serious. So
Well,
basically, so just so you know, Theater of the Mind, Dan Bongino, former Secret Service agent, radio show host here and candidate for 6th District in Maryland for the House of Representatives. He currently has a shaved head with, what would you call it, about an eighth of an inch?
Here comes the hot towel, the hot black towel.
A
that's
16th
great.
of an inch.
The hot black towel. Look, he looks like a terrorist. Yeah, right, exactly. I think I saw that guy in the Benghazi tapes.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, he's the Sheikh Raizuli over here.
Does that feel good, Dan?
Oh,
What
it
does
feels
like?
terrific.
Does
Nice
it?
and warm.
Now I couldn't figure out what these big boxes they were plugging in were in here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that what is that? A warmer? A towel
You
warmer?
gotta have a
Yeah.
hot towel before you do the shaving cream.
I'm beginning to wonder whether we've got a vacuum cleaner in here, whether we thought this thing through.
Oh, it'll be here when we start the mornings on the ball. On
There's
I
a
have
big
tomorrow's
pile of hair
show,
over there.
4 to 7. So post shave analysis, post crisp plan.
Right.
is on the ball
Are you
show.
plugging your own show now?
Yeah,
It
why not?
is.
Yeah,
Shameless. It is shameless.
It's actually WMAL's, but listen, if we got to get 3 hours of people on post shave analysis, I'll take it.
All right, so
tomorrow.
now I'm already seeing people call in and say, that they want Chris and Brian and I to shave our heads. Just save yourself the cell
that ain't
minutes,
happening.
okay? That's not going to
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
If you
No,
had
no,
a
no,
hair
now to put
like
that-
this, would you shave it?
I'm listening. They have. I see the call board right there. Anton on the cell will pay $100 to the Fisher House for each WMAL who
Fisher
shaves their
House is
head.
gonna take a lot
I'll
more
pay
than
$100 if I don't have to.
$101, yeah. By the way, Dan, I would like to remind you and everyone listening that this entire situation is Barack Obama's fault.
It is.
I think it's
But
important
Chris
that we
said it
bear
right.
that in mind.
Sequence matters, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sequence
Although
down
it
there.
really, folks, was it an apology? I think you and I both know. that
now
there's
comes
no
the-
chance it was.
Well,
an
he
apology.
is sorry that you find
looks
yourself in this situation.
My
Dan.
personal opinion, I know the president doesn't like me too much. I haven't been former
You
Secret Service
think?
runners or Republican. I can guarantee you they were in some secure conference room somewhere going, how do we really screw this bunch Bongino. Just utter the words I'm sorry. Just say, I'm sorry. Nah, maybe I'm kidding. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Bongino will shave his head.
Because the people at the White House do not listen to WMAL, but they do monitor WMAL.
Exactly. It's a fine distinction.
So now comes the application of the cream.
Are we ready for this, or
Oh,
what's
no.
the
There you go,
situation?
Andy.
Ann?
We're going a little lotion. What is that?
Wash.
Oh, the wash. We're going to
I'm
wash.
waiting for some water.
Oh, you're waiting,
Okay.
waiting for some
Trying
water.
to
We
get
have,
some water.
we have limited plumbing on the floor, I think.
I want to just remind y'all, WMAL listeners, you can receive 50% off all grooming lounge products and services in store through this Monday. Just mention the code WMAL, and I ain't going to do that again.
15%.
15%.
Yeah,
15%.
15%. And you have to mention the secret code swordfish. No,
No, that gets you something totally different.
That's a different lounge.
But strangely, also down by the Mayflower Hotel.
From him opening up the show and he's going to shave his head to this point, yeah.
Elliot,
it's fuego time.
ask for the Elliot Spitzer suite.
Chaos is erupted again.
So, Ann, do you get asked to shave heads a lot? Is this part of your into the mic if you can? Is this part of?
Yeah, we get a lot of guys coming in to shave their heads or faces.
Really?
Absolutely, like every week.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So how many heads would you say that you have shaved?
Oh, a couple hundred.
Seriously, a couple hundred. Wow.
So you're a youngish woman. I mean, is there?
I'd say she's very young.
Woman.
Very young.
I'm trying not to be creepy.
You failed.
It's not working.
Are some heads, bald heads, more attractive than others?
It's all about the shape of the head. So there are some people who
Have peanut-shaped heads and stuff.
Yeah, but when you start losing your hair, it's kind of the only option.
Yeah.
For
And
some
what is
guys.
your professional opinion of Bongino's head here, or do you have to reserve a judgment until it's completely?
Wouldn't want to be.
He's got a nicely shaped head.
There you go. Thank you, Ann. I appreciate that. My wife's clearly
You can
upset.
put that in one of your fundraising.
Hey, now we're lathering up there. I gotta get some. What is that? What is that? We're washing now, getting a good scrubbing.
You guys happy now with the Barbasol and the Mach 3?
I'll be happy when you look like Vincent Price in that egghead in the Batman show.
You remember when George Bush W. Bush became president of the United States, he went on David Letterman and did a top 10 list. Top 10 things he was going to do when he moved into the White House.
Right.
And I think the first one was give the Oval Office a good old scrubbing.
Yeah, that's right.
A good old scrub. So Dan Bongino's head is getting a good old scrubbing over here.
Oh, I get the warm towel again. This is actually nice.
Wow.
I didn't realize this was going to work out so well
Man, this
for
is
me.
like a spot.
Yeah, this ain't bad. Bill, I'll tell you, you go high end. Folks, when this happened, program manager here, Bill, asked me if I had a barber. And I said, I don't know. I mean, my barber wasn't going to do the hot towel treatment and everything, so I'm glad I let you guys pick. This was great. They don't mess around at WMAL.
Yeah.
I imagine it's
only the best, right, Chris?
The grooming lounge,
You
baby.
could do the whole reclining chair, like the whole treatment. And
Like the gangster
That would have
thing.
been really
You're
nice.
stuck here in one of these broadcast chairs here.
That may
which
be
is not
next.
as
Now, the quality stuff that slicks up your head for the shaving.
Now we're getting ready.
What is that? So does that soften the stubble? Is that what that does?
Now we're using the shave cream and the shave oil together.
Now,
That's going to
shaving
help.
cream and the shaving oil together.
So you have supple
Oh,
skin
look at
when
your
this is
head.
all over.
Man, that is frightening.
I know, it is quite scary.
Have you ever shaved your head before? Have you ever had?
I did, but never down to
Down to skin.
You shaved
Yeah,
it. You
that's
shaved
right.
it with a shaver, with
right,
a
with like a wall shaver.
yeah, uh-huh.
And it was, I was just telling Ann off the air that I must have dropped the shaver before, and she was explaining to me that when the blades get out of kilter, it just like rips the hair out. I was shaving my head, was the most painful thing ever. So I looked at her, I go, Ann, is this going to hurt? She's looking at me like I'm crazy. Nick, why would this hurt? Because when I did it, I tore the hair out
You
of
had
my
a
head.
bad razor.
It was not fun.
Well, that's why we brought in professionals. We don't want any blood.
No,
Blood around
All right,
here.
it's
All right, here comes
9:21, and
Here it
this
is.
is it. This is the moment.
This is it.
Bowl of
Razor
hot
is in
water.
hand.
Here comes the razor.
Is that it's a triple edge razor?
Mach 3, yep.
That's the Mach 3 razor. Oh, there's the first stroke.
There it is. Now, listen, it's the event horizon has been crossed.
There it
We're in
is.
the black hole.
What does it
right
feel
now.
Yeah, man.
You know what? I tell you, I think that warm towel thing and the oil really helped. Because when I
Yeah.
shave my face,
Distracting
you might as
from
well
reality.
shave with a chainsaw.
Wow.
I get the worst razor burn, but this doesn't feel too
What
bad.
kind of situation isn't made better with oil and a hot towel?
Once again, that's the Elliot Spitzer suite.
And back to Bill Clinton's Oval Office.
Wow. Yeah, wow is right. The things I do for WMAL. Bill, I really must like you.
Yeah, man.
Really.
You know, I got to tell you, I mean, it's cleaning it up, but the razor got it almost all the way down to the bone. You know?
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, do we really need the Barbasol? The
Yeah, oh,
shaver
yeah,
was called
definitely.
the peanut,
Yeah.
not the peach fuzz.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is looking good.
You like,
Yeah.
really? Is it?
Yeah, it
Because
is, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think you guys are trying to make me feel better.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that.
And I must like you too. You know, I knew this was Breaking Bad the day your show, Chris, when Michael
Speaking
called
of
me.
Breaking Bad.
Right before Michael called, a guy posted on my Facebook, "Hey, Obama just said, I'm sorry, you gonna stick to your..." I thought, oh boy, here we go. And then
That's
sure
right.
enough, I see a call from D.C. I'm thinking, who's this? Hey, Dad, it's Michael Piercy. Oh boy, I knew this thing was degenerating quickly. But yeah, you gotta keep
Well,
it
we
going.
knew that you're a man of your word, and that you wanted to be held to account.
Well, I was afraid you'd never let me guest host for
See,
you.
here's the
So
thing:
I'm
you
like,
you
I
make
better do this.
you make vows. Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but you make vows in public, and they're recorded.
Yes.
And you say it 30 or 40 times. Oh, wait a minute! You only said this once.
Yeah, exactly.
And Brian warned me. Remember in the commercial? You're like,
I
dude,
said, oh,
this
man,
is
I
gonna
can't
go
believe you
bad
did
for
that,
you.
dude.
Is that
This
right?
is- well,
He
all of this
did.
happened. Dan was filling in for me on October 21st. I had a day
Right.
off. Well, Bill, he kicked me out for a day.
Uh-huh.
And then Dan was filling in, and then he and Brian were talking
It
about
was.
it.
It was. We
What
were
did you
almost
think,
done with
Brian?
the show. We were almost done.
Yes.
Almost clear and free.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I wonder, when the president comes out late, whether he'll say, "I'm sorry." And you said, there's no chance. I'll shave my head. I said, really, dude? You wanna
This
do
is
that?
an experienced broadcaster, Brian.
You didn't say that like if he says I'm sorry and he means it. See, if you'd said that,
I
you'd be
know,
off the
I know,
hook.
right? A little caveat, Chris, was all I
Yeah,
needed.
yeah. I mean, just like Obama with that 40 times that you can keep your health care plan. Just put a comma instead of a period on that, and he's okay. But here he said it.
When I,
Hear
yeah.
the president say two simple words that I always say when I make a mistake. The first thing I learned this when I was just a kid. You make a mistake, you stand up, you go,
Absolutely.
I'm sorry,
No chance.
I made a mistake.
Zippo chance.
Zippo.
Zippo.
Like a Zippo razor.
Like the lighter.
No lighter.
He says I'm
If
sorry.
you- that's the whole
And there's
thing.
like, I will shave my head.
All right, there's very little left now.
And now
What do we have left?
At,
Oh, now we're going forward with the razor on the top of the head.
Yeah, my hair will never grow back.
That's
And-
it. Hair
and
will
then, I
never
don't know if
grow
you heard
back.
that. I bring Heather in the mix too. It's like a third party
Wow, look
verifier.
at that.
of this thing.
Man, that's being very skillfully done by Ann here. And
For those of you joining us, Dan Bongino is in fact getting his head shaved right now because he promised he would if the president apologized. And this video will be up at WMAL.com and also our Facebook page. And it's really quite stunning, I have to say. Ann, you're doing a great job.
And Ann is doing a wonderful job. And I just noticed that Ann's nails, her nail polish, match her outfit. It's,
I did
Yeah,
not.
and Bongino's, which is strange.
yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it?
I did not catch that. Yeah.
Here's the
Yeah.
question, Chris Plant. If
Yes.
the president had said to the American people, if you end up losing your insurance plan because of the Affordable Care Act, I will shave my head.
Right.
Do you think he would have shaved his head?
I'd have to shave his entire body and his family, too.
Now, he has a barber in the White House, so that's always
And
very
the dog.
convenient.
Don't
And
forget
the dog
both
Bo,
of them.
they'd have
Yeah.
to show, they have that Belgian swishy dog or whatever it is.
Look like that Austin Powers dog, Dr. Evil's dog. That's
Yeah.
All right, so I think we did. That was a cat.
I think it was, yeah, I
Was
think
that a
it,
cat?
It was a hairless
yeah, it was,
cat.
it was a
dog.
hairless cat.
Now,
Yeah.
what are you applying now?
This is aftershave.
Aftershave. It looks
Yes.
foamy and
Full
lustrous
treatment.
Is it
and luxurious.
maybe some Jovan Musk?
It-
A
it-
little Old Spice?
It's a little musky from here. It's a little Ed Musky. Which is,
Poor lady.
So-
See that?
All right, the deed is done.
it's not a joke for everyone, Ed Musky.
Ladies and gentlemen, there he is.
It is. Head shave. Yeah. Getting a little salve on that thing there. There it is.
Well, I just got a tweet from my wife. You're in the basement tonight.
All right.
So
I am
thank
not
you
a
all.
dog.
Thank you, WMAL, for damaging
All right.
permanently my
Well,
Well done.
a man of his word.
Once again, congratulations, and thanks to the Grooming Lounge. Once again, I want to remind you, WML listeners, you get 50% off. Just go to the store, Grooming Lounge, and mention the code WMAL. Or just say Bongino. They'll know what you're talking about.
Yeah, Bongino. There it is. All right, Dan Bongino, any final words?
Oh, what do you say about a debacle like this?
What do
Thank
you
you,
say?
WMAL. And yes, I stuck
Oh,
to
look,
my
there's the black headdress again. There he is. The Sheikh Raizuli returns. All right, we're gonna break it up here. Pardon me, and come back with all the updates on Obamacare. I've got a question for you. I think you might want to answer. Just guessing, thinking. And everybody else is bugging out. You got Brian Wilson here, beginning his weekend.
That's right.
Larry,
Headed
what
to
are you
Oklahoma
like?
City.
You going to Latvia for the weekend?
To
Or
Oklahoma to watch the Sooners game.
you going to Oklahoma for the weekend?
Football, college football.
Are you going to Oklahoma?
Yeah, which by the way means red people. So I'm
Yeah,
going
racist.
to protest that
Yeah.
racist state.
There you go. All right, have fun at the Oklahoma game. Round of applause for Dan Bongino.
Thank you.
Truly a man of his word.
Yes, yes.
That's one in town. We're going to start keeping score from here. We'll be right back.
Didn't hurt at
She's
all.
gonna get a cold towel. We're gonna put aftershave.
Yeah, there it is.
Just kind of close everything up with the cold towel.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, cool.
There's the I'm sorry.
Thanks for letting us
Thanks, guys.
put your show
play.
To the Chris
Oh,
Play
please.
Show.
Thanks, Dan. Have a good time tomorrow.
Thanks,
Bye,
buddy.
Grooming Lounge.
Bye,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you.
6:30.